Welcome back, students. We'll see the next problem. Obtain a PDA to accept the language L of M equals set of all W for all W belongs to A plus B whole star and number of A's in W equal to number of B's in W by a final state. It means number of A's in string W is equal to number of B's in the string W. So the A's and B's can come in any order unlike the previous problem. So for that what we do is we take some sample strings, okay. We check in what order the A's and B's can come and then we will do the design. So let's see how we can handle this. Let Q0 be the start state and Z0 be the initial symbol on stack. So I have taken a string like this. If the string could be either starting with A or the string could be starting with B. See, the strings can be like this, A, B, B, A. There are two A's, two B's. Those two A's and two B's can come in any order. A, B, B, A, B, 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 A, B, 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 A. So, in the first two cases, the string is starting with A. In the second two cases, the string is starting with B. So, before we write the transitions, we should understand how can we do the design. For that what we do is, these are the types of strings which we can have. So, initially we are in state Q0. In between, the A's and B's can come in any order. So, for this problem, don't do change of state in between. Okay. So, first we are in state Q0 and once we completely read the input, that is when the input is epsilon, we will do a change of state to Q1. So, there are only two states Q0 and Q1. The idea will be like this. If the string is starting with A, okay, or if the string is starting with B, first input whatever we get, push it onto the stack. And then you are reading the input and then you have the stack. If the input is A, TOS is A. Both are A, push. If input is B, TOS is B, push. Input is A, TOS is B, pop. Input is B, TOS is A, pop. So, it means both A, push. Both B, push. 1A, 1B, pop. 1B, 1A, pop. So, that is the design you have to do. After reading the entire string, finally the string will be epsilon, empty. When the string is empty, TOS should be Z0. So, when you reach that state, do a change of state, that will be the final state. So, that is the design for number of A's equal to number of B's. So, for that we will write the transitions and then we will do the design. Now, I have taken two cases, that is A, B, B, A, where the string is starting with A. I have taken the second case B, A, B. Here the string is starting with B. So, for these two, I will write the first transition. I am in state Q0. So, delta of Q0 comma A. What is the top of the stack? Z0. Delta of Q0 comma A comma Z0. What will I do? I will push this A onto the stack. So, delta of Q0 comma A comma Z0 equal to Q0 comma AZ0. Now, let me see this. I am in state Q0, input is B, TOS is Z0. So, delta of Q0 comma B comma Z0 equal to Q0 comma BZ0. So, these are the first two transitions if the string is either starting with A or if the string is starting with B. After these the stacks will look like this. Either it will be Z0 on top A or Z0 on top B. So this will be the transition. Now TOS may contain A or B. So next symbol scanned, it may be A or B. If the input symbol is same as the stack symbol TOS. So if both are same, push it to the stack and remain in Q0 only. Otherwise, pop the element from the stack. So for that, we have to do the transitions. Look at the transitions. Delta of Q0, this is the TOS. If TOS is A, input could be A or B. Okay, both are A, push. Delta of Q0 comma A equal to Q0 comma AA. Look at this. It is 1 is B, 1 is A. Pop. Remain in Q0, pop. So this would be equal to epsilon. Now here TOS is B, input could be A or B. So when TOS is B, when the input is A, this is 1A, 1B, pop. So remain in Q0, pop. See, Q0 comma this case, both are B, push. Remain in Q0. So delta of Q0 comma B equal to Q0 comma BB. So 1B, 1A, that is this is A, this is B, pop. This is B, this is A, pop. Both A, push. Both B, push. So for every B, we are equating with a or for every A, we are equating with a B. Now come to step 3. We are still in state Q0. In state Q0, if the next input symbol to be scanned is epsilon, means empty string. It means we have completely processed the input. And TOS is Z0. It means number of A's has already matched with the number of B's. Number of A's equal to number of B's. Then the transition is delta of Q0 comma epsilon comma Z0, which is equal to Q1 comma Z0. So the PDA is M equals Q sigma tau delta Q0 Z0 A, where Q equal to only two states, Q0 comma Q1, sigma equal to A comma B. Tau is both A and B will get into the stack. That is why A comma B comma Z0. Q0 is the start state, Z0 is the initial symbol on stack, and A, which is equal to Q1, that is the final state. And all the transition is from Q0 to Q0. So let's see the transitions now. The first transitions, A comma Z0 is AZ0, B comma Z0 is BZ0. So A comma Z0, you have to put a pipe character. A comma Z0 is AZ0, B comma Z0 is BZ0. Then come here, A comma A is AA, B comma A is epsilon. So A comma A, AA, B comma B, BB, B comma A, epsilon. B comma A, epsilon, A comma B, epsilon. B comma A, epsilon, A comma B, epsilon. And one transition goes from Q0 to Q1, which is that epsilon comma Z0 is Z0. So Q0 to Q1, there is one transition, epsilon comma Z0 is Z0. So that is about the 7 tuple. Coming to delta, this is the final delta in one place. Now to accept a string, we will have to make the moves. So we remember the transition, that is to start with the first symbol, when the TOS is Z0, whatever we get, whether it is A or B, push. And A comma B, pop. B comma A, pop. A comma A, push. B comma B, push. So, Q naught comma A comma Z naught, the first symbol. I have taken the string A, 3 B's, AA. So, there are 3 A's and 3 B's, equal number of A's, equal number of B's. This string should be accepted. So, Q naught comma A comma Z naught is Q naught. This A goes and sits in the stack. So, that A is gone. What is remaining? 3 B's, AA. So, A comes here. Remaining is 3 B's, AA. Now, Q naught comma B comma A. So, 1B, 1A, pop. What is this? B is gone. What is remaining? BB, AA. BB, AA. This A is gone. Now, Q naught B Z naught. So, Q naught B Z naught. Push. Q naught, this B is gone. It will go and sit here. So, what is remaining? BAA. BAA. This B comes and sits here. Now, Q naught B B. Both are B, push. So, Q naught, after B goes, remaining is AA. B comes here. BB Z naught. Now, Q naught comma A comma B. 1A 1B, pop. So, this A goes, Q naught, this A goes, A, this B goes, it is popped. So, only BZ naught. Now, Q naught AB, pop. So, this A also goes, Q naught, A goes, epsilon, this is popped, Z naught. Q naught, epsilon, Z naught. So, the input is empty, top of the stack is Z naught, the string is accepted. Change the state to Q1, remain in epsilon, remain in Z naught itself, and the string is accepted. So, this is the final configuration to accept equal number of A's followed by equal number of A's and B's in given string. So, now we will see how to reject a string. So, initial configuration is A, B, B, A, A. That is 3 A's and 2 B's I have taken. This string should be rejected. What should happen is there are more A's. So, that extra A's will be remaining in the stack. So, when the complete input is read, the extra A's what we have, they should be remaining in the stack. So, Q naught comma A comma Z naught. The first input we have to push it onto the stack. What is remaining? BBAA. So, Q naught comma BBAA comma this A comes here and sits. So, this is A Z naught. Now, Q naught comma B comma A. So, Q naught comma B comma A, this is, we are in state Q naught, 1B 1A, pop. What is remaining? BAA. This is popped, so there will be only Z naught. Now, Q naught B Z naught. Push this B onto the stack. What is remaining? AA. So, Q naught AA, this becomes BZ naught. Now, Q naught AB, 1A 1B, pop. So, this A goes, Q naught A Z naught. Now, you see Q naught A Z naught. Pop this. So, Q naught epsilon, you have to push this onto the stack. So, when you push this, Q naught epsilon, this A comes here, this will become AZ naught. When the string is empty, TOS should have Z naught, but there is a in the TOS. So, this configuration, this transition is not defined. Since the transition Q naught comma epsilon comma A is not defined, the string is rejected by the machine. So, if it has to be accepted by the empty stack, then we need to, the last configuration, we need to change this z naught to epsilon, and this z naught also can be changed to epsilon. So that would be q naught comma epsilon, that would be equal to q1 comma epsilon. This one more transition if you want to write, this z naught also can be popped. So if number of A's is greater than number of B's, then this would be the last transition because there are extra A's. The last transition would be q naught comma epsilon comma A equal to q1 comma epsilon. The same question, if it is asking if the number of A's is less than number of B's, then there are more B's. So the stack will be having extra B's. So the last configuration would be delta of q naught comma epsilon comma stack will be having B's. That would be equal to q1 comma epsilon. So instead of this last configuration, we will have q naught comma here instead of z naught we are either having A if there are more A's, we will have B's if there are more B's. So that is about number of A's and number of B's. The same question can be asked in three ways. Number of A's equal to number of B's, number of A's greater than number of B's, number of A's less than number of B's. So that is about this problem. Thank you.